thank you for actually taking time out of your busy schedule to have a chat with us tonight. Of course, we are broadcasting this as the Carvell Rock Show. We are interviewing Dead Letter Circus this evening, and it's an absolute pleasure that you've actually come over to our seas. This has been a while since you've actually come anywhere near Europe.
2013, we were over here briefly.
So how did that tour go?
That was a support for a band called Monuments. So it was very heavy metal, like kind of great, awesome band, amazing friends. Very different genres for us. But
of course.
We found around the world a lot of the heavy bands are the ones that would give us the break. You know, like Periphery, Animals as Leaders, and those kind of bands. Even though stylistically it's a massive leap, but yeah. So it was brief. We were converting the heavy metal fans back to the more chilled music, you know, bringing them away from the scream, back to the delay guitars and the.
I think I imagine it's a nice little balance where it's kind of like you're a good warm up for a band rather than like almost, I guess, for sort of bands like Monuments where you could potentially go and steal the limelight from them. You are that kind of build up band to get people excited to be watching the headline band without like wearing them all out of energy in a pit sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
we stole the limelight anyway.
As I've heard.
In case you're watching, John Brown.
No, I've been following you guys for quite a while now, ever since I've been introduced to you, and every record you've released over the last you've been going now for quite a while now.
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years.
Next year, yeah.
Wow, 10 years.
Yeah.
And every record you've released, like this is your third record now you've just released? Third full length?
Third full, yeah.
So the massive progression that you guys have shown in all your records is just, you are a band who are going from strength to strength, and now you're here in the UK on a massive headline tour, which everyone's excited about. But before I carry on about that...
Man, you're like an awesome hype man, eh? You should come around that daily life and just pep us up every morning.
I could do that. I could happily do that.
Yeah.
But of course, last night you were in Paris.
Yes. Paris.
How was it? How was Paris last night?
It's beautiful. Really beautiful.
It's an amazing city, isn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of breathtaking. So we were in Prague and then Paris back to back. And so when we were in Prague, I was like, fuck, this is pretty much as good as it can get. And then we went to
Paris.
And yeah, it was breathtaking. We did
so you're doing 3 capitals in 3 days?
Yes.
Did you actually have any opportunity to like kind of explore the local culture?
So there's a day off. We had a day off in Paris.
Oh, you had a day off in Paris?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we walked. Someone had one of those Fitbit things.
Oh, yeah.
The British guy, none of the band, but and he talks about it all the time. Just this Fitbit. And we walked 16.5 kilometers.
Wow.
Yeah,
just all around Paris.
It's a long way for a musician. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't tend to like to walk that much distance. Maybe like move that much distance on stage, but in a normal day off, you don't want to do anything.
Yeah. No, it was good. But we just looked at the map. The map was a little bit deceiving, so we started at the Eiffel Tower. Anyway,
just went off from there.
It's good.
Cool. So your brand new record is out, and the latest single you've released, "The Burning Number."
Yeah.
How well has that been going for you guys? Like, is it become like quite a fan favorite for you?
Yeah, that one from the start, we sort of
you just kind of knew.
Because everything for us starts in Australia, and we're definitely an album band, not just a single band.
Yeah.
So we kind of one of the things when we do the first show of the album tour is I wonder which songs are going to be the fan favorites.
Yeah.
And it's and because you can never really pick it. And there's a, for example, on our first full-length album, there's a song called Reaction, which for us was a little bit of this, you know, almost like this dirty little secret. We just thought it was just a song. Yeah, we still loved it, but it wasn't for us like a mosh song. And it's like one of the biggest songs in Australia. When we play it, like it's crazy. We're like, fuck.
Oh, nice. So is that now sort of a song that you kind of like save towards the end? Or is it one you just kind of throw in there randomly? Just like sometimes you might throw in right at the start of a set, right in the middle, when people are least expecting it? Or is it for you, is it one of those songs you save, like, we know we're going to get a good reaction from this one, let's save it, let's wait?
You know, it's going to make it sound like super fucking full of ourselves, but we kind of try to not be in the business of writing, you know, kind of shitty songs. Yeah. So at the moment, we're at the stage with the 3 albums and the EP, where picking the set is, doesn't matter where a song kind of goes, but the actual selection of the songs is getting really difficult, because it will always be the people say, why didn't you play this song, why didn't you play that song? And that song isn't, it's a process, the reaction. It's not like a savour it, it's not a fucking drop it as the encore kind of song or anything. It's just a song.
It's a song that is just there, available.
But again, your hype up of that thing was so good. I think maybe we should probably start doing what you said.
Yeah. So I've noticed a lot of bands have started to do that. They always had that one song which kind of like, it may not necessarily be the band's favourite song, but it's one of those songs they know is like, this is a fan favourite. So every now and again it's like, we might not play it for a year. And then all of a sudden we just drop it without anyone expecting it, and just watch the reaction of the crowd just completely lose it.
We do have one of those songs. We've got, so the first song we ever wrote, we still play.
Okay.
Like the very first one called Tremors, and we're doing that one tonight actually.
Oh, nice.
And that's definitely one of those songs. You know, I would call that song is the after the encore. You know, after the second song after the encore, where you just people go, what can possibly come next, and you pull out that and they go,
yes. The excitement on everyone's face is just like, oh my god! I didn't think they were going to play it, but they did. It's always nice to see when you can see like the crowd reaction, just absolutely loving everything that you do, and then you go and drop one of their personal favourites as well. Yeah. So I mean, like you're a musician and you're a music fan yourself. How many times have you been to see a band in your time where you've been kind of like, oh, I wish they would play that favourite song of mine, and then they drop it, and then you're just there like jaw to the floor, excitement, like, oh my god!
You just become a meme.
You become like, I want to say this right, you become like a fangirl. Like you like get weak knees, like, oh, I'm so excited, they're playing the song that I love.
No, that's not.
No, you don't do that?
No.
Oh, it's just me then.
No.
It's just me. I've become a fangirl. Literally, like, for me, like, some of the big bands that I love, anytime I go and watch them, if they drop one of my favourite songs, and that's it, I'm just there weak at the knees, like, oh my god, I need another drink. Because I'm just so excited, I need to calm myself down. Yeah. I actually got kicked out of Ozfest because I got so excited, I ripped my top off and started dancing around like a prat. And security just came over like, get out. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, clearly I got a bit too excited. Yeah. And everyone else was just round the floor, like, do you know what, fair play, you're the only person who knows this band, clearly. It's like, but you're happy. Good for you.
Have you got a rig underneath there?
A rig?
You know, are you a bit fit?
God no. God no.
Because that could be a thing, you know.
If I had that, I'd be proud.
If you had there with little man titties swinging around.
Oh,
Ozzy Osbourne, I just want to see that shit.
Yeah, I was probably at that age where I did have a little pair of man titties.
Okay.
And yeah, nobody wanted to see that.
Yeah, there's a place for everything in 2016 as well. We're not man titty prejudiced. So.
Oh, that's fine. Well, this was 2012, so 4 years have passed since then. I've grown up a little bit.
So has the world.
Yeah, they still don't appreciate man titties.
Some places.
Some places do, but here in the UK, they don't appreciate it. You got man titties, they don't want to know you.
Right.
Mental note to remind you, next time you come to the UK, don't have man titties.
No.
Or maybe just keep your top on.
Yeah. It's pretty cold anyway.
It is pretty cold here in October. Anyway,
I'm getting a bit of like between two ferns vibe going on here.
Is that what you feel that's going on right now?
A little bit.
Am I making you feel a little uncomfortable?
I reckon I'm Zach Gellar, whatever your name is, in you a little bit like, you know,
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. That gum moment with Brad Pitt where he eats the gum.
Oh, yes, I know that bit.
That's I've got a bit of saliva, a phobia issue, sharing drinks. That for me is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's something that you can't unwatch, can you?
No.
You see it once and that's it. It's like it's mentally scarred into your mind. Like, no.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I always like to ask people when I am doing the Carvell Rock Show interviews is I don't like to ask the conventional questions that everyone would ask you in an interview. Yep. So yeah, we can talk about how your tour's going, how the new album is, but what the fans really want to know is more about you as a musician and as a band. So we want to get down to the fundamentals of what makes you guys who you are. Yeah. So you're doing a massive tour of the UK and Europe at the moment. Yeah. What has been your soundtrack recently? So no, I could be filthy, but I'm saving that. But for now, what has been your soundtrack for your tour? What is playing on your stereos?
We've been listening to the other two bands on the tour at the moment, so The Shiver and Disperse from Poland.
Okay.
As far as heavy music goes, and we've seen a lot of heavy music in our time, like, you know, complex drum beats and that kind of stuff, they'd have to be the most exciting new band I've seen in a long time. Okay. Like every night we're pretty much out there just going, oh, pretty good. Never touring with them again.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to end up touring with a band who are heavier than you. Like, interesting.
Oh, they're just really, really good at their instrument.
They're good at what they do.
Individually, every one of them is probably better than us. But yeah.
Okay, so there's 5 of you in the band.
Yeah.
Which one of you is most prone to get into trouble when you're out on the road?
What kind of trouble?
Any trouble.
I'll probably say Stewie, bass player.
It's always the bass players.
Yeah.
As I've learned, it's always the bass players. Is it because they've got half a job to do?
Oh no, he's a pretty prominent.
See, I'm allowed to say that because I'm actually a bass player myself, so I'm allowed to say that. I do have a half a job. My main job, whenever in a band, was to get drunk and keep the crowd entertained.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to write anything because it's all bass driven. I was like, no, nobody wants to hear that.
Right.
They want to hear the guitars. They want to hear the vocals. They don't want to listen to a bass player. It's like, okay, so what do I do? It's like just get drunk and entertain people. It's like, I can definitely do that. So is that the kind of same situation you have?
No, he's a massive corner part. We're kind of like a dual frontman thing.
Oh, okay.
When we're doing it, and yeah, it's good at the songwriting and stuff as well.
Do you actually let him take part?
Absolutely, yeah. He's a weapon.
I
wish I could join in the line of humour and the picking on the bass players, but our bass player's pretty fucking sick.
I think I just saw your bass player a few moments ago, and I think if I was to say anything like that in front of him, he might kick the shit to me.
No. Oh,
well, he's definitely bigger than me.
His man beard.
His man beard.
If you shave, he's like a fluffy dog. Though if you actually shaved him, there's like this.
There's just nothing to him.
No, underneath it's just a little waif. Yeah.
Okay, I can embrace that.
Yeah, with the hell bum chin. It's got like a bum chin, like
Is that a big thing in Australia? Because I know it's been a big thing over here in the UK. Is that a big thing for you guys?
A bum chin.
Yeah.
You mean like getting corrective surgery to obtain one, or just being
to actually look like it's like I have a bum chin?
Well, I don't know. I think that's like left up to DNA in the universe, right?
Well,
if you're chosen to have a Beneflect chin,
a lot of people have been going for that look now, and it's like, why?
Chin tuck.
Yeah. It's like why would you do that?
Remember that guy on Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge, Ron Moss? That was a good bum chin.
It was actually.
Yeah.
You can't fault that one.
No.
My favourite one is Jim Carrey, Me, Myself and Irene. Have you ever seen that one?
I have.
It's huge.
Yeah.
That is a huge bum
Well,
chin.
Stewie's probably got like, if you call Beneflect's got a level 8, Stewie would have a 7.5.
So if I got to kind of corner him later on and just kind of like tuck away the beard and just spot it like, hello, what's this?
Yeah.
Is that a bum chin?
Yeah.
Can I touch it?
Give it a go.
Would I get slapped for it?
No.
He would embrace it?
What kind of slapping?
Like happy slap. Not a slap as in like, I hate you, don't touch me again. Just kind of like, don't be cheeky.
Like a nice show, get out of here kind of slap?
Yeah, that kind of slap. Is that what I'd get?
Probably,
no. Well, I'm definitely going to have to embrace that then.
Yeah.
So you've toured around Australia, parts of Europe. You guys have been all over the place. You've toured with lots and lots of bands.
Yeah.
Is there one band in particular that stands out to you where you've had so much fun with them?
Born of Osiris.
Okay. Any reason why that one stands out to you more than anyone else?
It's just a character matchup of just one of those perfect party things where things come together and then every night would be a write-off. It was just, they're the most fun band we've toured with.
Okay. I know you probably can't say, but has there ever been a band where you've just been like, why? Why did we do this tour?
No, not really.
You've never had that issue with any band before?
No.
Well, that's always a good relief. It's always nice to know you've always had positive experience with some bands. I know some bands I've interviewed, they've talked about some of the bands. They wouldn't go into detail of the name, but they've just described them, like the kind of antics they would get up to backstage. It's like, look, we just don't feel comfortable with this. It's like it's all fair and well, having a drink after the show or going out and partying, but then some bands go over the top.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay. It's like, yeah, I'm not quite going to go and do that. Where it gets to the point they're missing their bus getting to the next show.
No, we don't have any boundaries.
No boundaries.
No.
You're all fine.
Yeah.
So I did see. Are those your vehicles at the front? You're travelling in the campers?
In that massive nightliner. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Thanks.
So like, are all 5 of you together in that one?
There's 7 of us in there.
Oh, there's 7 of you in that one.
Yeah.
Touring together. Does it get a bit crowded at times, or like is it consist of like quite a lot of sleeping while you're travelling? Because like I said, you've travelled all the way from Paris to be here today.
There's lots of shimmying around each other, so you just it's very squashy, yeah.
Fair enough, though. But you're enjoying it though. You're enjoying like you all get along so well, being that close proximity to each other all the time. You all just get along and still have fun with each other.
What are you leaning towards here?
Nothing,
I can see a little joke brewing in your face.
No. I'm behaving myself. I have to. So one thing I've always wanted to know from every band I've always interviewed: where has been the weirdest venue you've ever played, or like the weirdest booking you've ever had? Okay, other things I have been asked, I've actually had one of your friends message in, and they asked me, what is your food preference on tour? So like, have you had a chance to experience different kind of food cultures like on this tour? So you've been in Paris, did you try some authentic French cuisine? You've obviously been to Prague, so proper Czech food, which as far as I recall is a lot of meat and potatoes.
Some of it, we had a proper schnitzel in Germany, best schnitzel ever. Schnitzels are a big part of Australian culture.
Okay.
Every pub has they're famous for their chicken schnitty. What else we have? We tried some snails and all that kind of business, but I would say some of us, I don't like to eat a lot of meat, but one thing you guys have over here is the fake meat.
Yes.
Germany in particular has the best fake meat I've ever seen anywhere. Like our fake meat, you have one little bit, you're like, man, get me some, kill me an animal, give me some more proper food. But over here, it's so good. Like the salami is like, you go, like we even tricked some of the members of the band and made them a sandwich and said, and they thought they were eating real salami.
And they just had no clue.
Yeah, that's one of the things I remember from the last time as well, like going, they've got really good faux meat.
We do. So is there anything, while you're out here in the UK, because you're out here for another week? Like this is the first night of tour, so you've got a whole week here.
Yeah.
Is there anything you've been kind of eager to try?
Not really. It's just a good, the building, the architecture and all that kind of stuff's very interesting for us.
So that's what you want to do. You want to do a little bit of sightseeing while you're out here.
That's kind of one of the perks beside of doing, this.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you're coming from somewhere where it's warm all the time. You've come down here where it is freezing cold all the time, and all we do is complain. So I imagine you're going to be walking the streets of the UK, and all you're going to hear is everyone moaning about something.
It's going to be alright, man.
So I'm looking forward, and hopefully I'll be able to hear back from you before you finish the tour, and you can let me know what has been the most ridiculous comment you've ever had someone making a complaint here in the UK.
Yeah, I can probably I'll start taking notes.
I mean, my favourite one, someone not having enough cheese on their pizza. It's like, really?
Right.
Is that really, that's something to complain about? But regardless. Anyway,
First
thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to have a chat with us.
No worries.
And good luck with the show for this evening, and good luck with the rest of the tour. And make sure everyone check out all of the material you can find out from Dead Letter Circus online, and make sure you keep tuning into the Carvell Rock Show, where we will still be playing them every single week while they're out on tour. And again, thank you very much for your time. Have a great show tonight.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much.
That was pretty clean.